Welcome to the Mobile Home Park Mastery Podcast, where you will learn how to identify, evaluate, negotiate, perform due diligence on, finance, turn around, and operate mobile home parks. And now, here is your host, the fifth largest mobile home park owner in the United States, Frank Rolfe.
The U.S. demand for affordable housing is gigantic, but you can't rent or sell a home until it's ready. This is Frank Rolfe, the Mobile Home Park Mastery Podcast. We're going to focus on how to find more people to help you get your vacant mobile homes in a ready condition so you can get them out the door. Now, we all know we live in a very challenged America right now. There's a lot of people who have bought onto this idea of the Great Resignation. They all quit. They don't want to work anymore. Right now, there are 2 vacant jobs available for everyone who's supposed to be out there looking for a job. We're a crazy employment market. And a job that most anyone doesn't want is rehabbing mobile homes. Because people who rehab mobile homes, who are good at it, well, they move on typically into the single-family home arena where they make far more money. So we're starting off behind the 8 ball to begin with, trying to get mobile homes renovated into a world right now where all the megatrends make finding anyone to do anything nearly impossible. So what do you do to try and find a fresh supply of people to renovate your vacant mobile homes? Well, the first thing is look internally. Is there anybody on your team, on your staff right now, maybe in a maintenance position, that could actually be used to renovate homes? One of the best people we have to renovate our homes started off just as a maintenance person. And then we tried them out doing things, and it turned out they were really good at almost everything. They had an innate craftsman capability. They were good. They were fast, good with their hands. So the first question is, do you have anyone out there right now in a different role who could be someone to remodel mobile homes? Now, if you don't have a big enough park where you have any maintenance staff, well, then ignore this first item. You have no one to choose from to begin with. But if you do happen to have a maintenance person and you have them out there picking up litter and things like that, well, it's a lot more economically profitable for you to use that person to remodel homes if they can do that, because you can always delegate those other items to somebody who's less skilled. Next, just drive other mobile home parks and steal their contractors. There's an easy way out. Just drive through all the other mobile home parks in your market periodically, or have your manager do so, and look for guys rehabbing mobile homes. And then when you see one, you see the pickup truck, you see the debris out in the yard, you see the saw, go in and say, hey, do you guys remodel mobile homes? Well, yeah, obviously we do. Well, great. Give me your name and number. You got a business card? What's your schedule looking like? That's a very easy way to start amassing a bigger list of potential workmen, is by just looking at who's doing the work at the other properties around you. And on that note, just call the other community owners, all the surrounding ones in your metro area. It doesn't hurt. What's the worst that can happen to you? You know, if you own a mobile home park and you periodically have homes that are vacant that have to be renovated, it would do you no good if the guys you normally use aren't available because they went out of work because they couldn't find anyone to hire them. So they have an innate reason to go ahead and tell you if there's somebody out there that they use to remodel their homes, because that'll help keep them employed so that when they need them a year from now, they're still in business. So just call all those other community owners and say, hey, do you have anyone who remodels homes that you could recommend? Worst they could do is hang up on you. Best they could do is give you an idea that might lead to a good, profitable things for you. Next, start thinking the Henry Ford way of the assembly line, as opposed to finding someone who can do everything. A lot of times we want to choose that one person who can go in and remodel the whole home, and they can do everything, the carpentry and the carpet and the paint and the whole deal. Well, maybe you'll be better off finding people who have more limited skills who can just do it in an assembly line format. Maybe you should just look for someone who can just paint, or someone who just does carpentry, or someone who just does flooring, or plumbing, or whatever the case may be. Because it's a lot harder to find that one jack-of-all-trades person than it is someone who has a little lower, smaller skill set. And if you've got 2 or 3 homes, it may work out better for you just to get one person to do those 2 or 3 homes in their little finite skill than a general contractor concept that does all of it. Another thing you can do is just put more ads on Facebook Marketplace for contractors and Craigslist. Put anything out there you possibly can. Put in search of on Facebook and Craigslist. Get the word out. more heavily that you're looking for someone to renovate these mobile homes. A lot of park owners do not use the internet well on that. They use it great on getting homes out the door to rent or sell homes. Oh yeah, let's pour all that online. But they don't do anything as far as looking for workers online. So give that a shot. See if that might lead to a few names for you. So what we've started doing is we're putting big banners on a lot of the fences on a lot of our properties that just say skilled carpenters needed. Now, why do we say carpenters? Is it all carpentry? No, but we find that that's probably the most important skill if you're going to renovate the homes is someone who's good in carpentry. A lot of people can paint, but not that many know actually how to saw things and nail things and screw things together that fit and that work and that look attractive. So if you've got decent road frontage, our typical mobile home park that we own has a traffic count typically of about 10,000 cars a day on it. We're mostly major secondaries and a lot of freeways. So I can reach a lot of people. It's a message you don't see very frequently. I don't know when I've last seen a banner that said skilled carpenters needed. But if you were a carpenter and you saw that and you were looking for employment, well, then I think you might well respond. And since it costs nearly nothing, a banner costs $200 to $300 to have it made, a big old vinyl one, and you've got the frontage already, well, why not use it? See if it brings something in the door that might be able to help you get your homes done. This next one's interesting because many community owners, when I say this, they'll say, oh yeah, that's a great idea, but why aren't you already doing it? And that's doing a resident referral letter looking for contractors. Many of us have always found one of the best ways we had to find residents to fill vacant homes was a letter to all the other residents saying, hey, if you've got somebody who wants to live here, a friend or family member, a coworker, and they go ahead and buy a home from us or rent a home from us, we'll take X dollars off your lot rent, typically a couple $100s. And it was easy when you send that letter out to get a lot of response because people knew a lot of friends and family members and coworkers who wanted to live in the mobile home park. But many of the people in the mobile home park also know a whole lot of people who are potential home rehabbers because mobile home park residents often work in the exact same trades where you would find those who are open to the idea of fixing mobile homes. So try sending out a letter only on that attack plan, saying we are looking for contractors, and you can even offer them a bonus if they can go ahead and get a contractor and you sign up and they do a home for you, you'll give them X dollars off their lot rent. But even if you don't give them economic incentive, they're still going to tell people just to be nice because they may have a lot of friends and relatives and coworkers who need extra work or need a job who have those skills. So often you're overlooking your resident base and for no good reason because they are very often one of the best potential sources of new workers to get those homes done. The final item is it's time for many park owners to change their entire bonus system away from just renting or selling homes, but to focus more on home readiness. For example, if you've got a bonus system, maybe you should impact that bonus system based on how long it takes for the home to be ready to go once it's been vacated. So start tracking the number of days vacant. And if the home has been vacant for a long period of time, possibly, then their commission is reduced when they ultimately get it rent or sold. Or maybe instead you flip-flop it and you have that they get a bigger commission based on how few days that the home was not ready to go. Because a lot of times where home readiness really falls apart is the manager and their own inherent sense of urgency. So if the manager doesn't feel like getting that home out the door is really important to them, they'll just let it fester and they'll just procrastinate and let it just go manana, and they'll never get that home in a move-in ready condition. But when you change it around on the manager and try and impact them financially through how quickly they'll go out and find the home rehabbers and get the home rehabbed, then suddenly it's going to get your home on the market much, much faster. It's very, very hard as a park owner to ever get anywhere in getting those vacant homes filled unless you and the manager are on the same page. And if your bonus structure is just, okay, you sell the home and you get X, but there's no preamble to how quickly they must do it, they often can just, if they have other interests that they find more pressing, just backburner that. You don't want it to be backburnered any longer. You want the manager every day to be obsessed with how fast can I get this home fixed? Because the faster I get it fixed, then the faster I'm going to get it sold and the faster I'm going to get my money. And when you can tie your bonus to how long the home is vacant, then you're really, really going to align that manager's goals exactly in line with yours. The bottom line to it all, it's rarely a problem with most communities in getting homes filled. The phone rings off the wall, people drop in every day, they're all looking for an affordable place to live. We all know that. The bigger challenge you have as a community owner is typically simply finding people to get your homes rehabbed so they can be sold or rented. This is Frank Rolfe, the Mobile Home Park Mastery Podcast. Hope you enjoyed this. Talk to you again soon.
Thank you for listening to the Mobile Home Park Mastery Podcast. Be sure to visit us at mhpmastery.com to subscribe to the show, read our show transcriptions, and access all of our great information on mobile home park investing.